Hello, I am so excited that you found your way to the energy leak audit. I am going to give you just a quick overview of how it works, and then I'm going to lead us in a really quick little meditation, distance Reiki moment to kind of help you ground into doing this work. So basically, this first page here breaks down how to get through it, step one, step two, step three, but I'll also show you that here in this quick video. So basically, we've got all of these areas over here. There are 34 of them, broken into external areas and internal areas. And you'll basically go through and mark. You can, click to select how you feel about it. If it's something that you are feeling like you don't love how it's currently going in your life, you would mark it as dissatisfied. If it's something that you're like about, maybe you're not actively doing anything to change it, that would be neutral. And if you're feeling pretty good about it, you would mark that as satisfied. Some of them might feel a little weird to mark as satisfied. For example, like how often you experience perfectionism. Maybe you never experience perfectionism. In that case, you would be satisfied with how often you experience it. And if it's something that you experience all the time and you feel like it's really holding you back, then you would mark that as dissatisfied. And so, yeah, basically, you'll go through all of these, marking satisfied, neutral, or dissatisfied. And then you'll go to this super powerful page here, the results page that will break it down for you. So, the way I filled this out, overall, 29.4% satisfied with life, neutral about 38% of it, and dissatisfied with 32. So totally might be leaking 70.6%, and it breaks down what is internal, what is external. And so in this case, we look at um, what your leaks are. And so we see here your biggest leaks. These are the things that you marked as dissatisfied. And so externally, maybe you're really upset with your sleeping space. You don't feel inspired by your room. It feels messy, whatever it is. Maybe that's a big place that you feel dissatisfied and you're leaking that energy. It pulls in all of these here for you, your internal and external. And then the things that you marked as neutral, it pulls in as your medium leaks, and then celebrations. Those are the things where you were satisfied. And so you're not necessarily leaking energy there. And those can help kind of support maybe some of the areas where you're uh, leaking energy. So for example, if your friendships, maybe you're dissatisfied with the amount of friendships that you have in your life. So that could be a big place that you're leaking energy, but you notice one of your celebrations is your family relationships, maybe that opens up an opportunity where you can get together with like your cousin and their friends, and you can kind of, meet new people, be out in the world. And so you can kind of use one of those celebrations or areas you're not leaking to support an area where you're currently dissatisfied. From there, you can take this information over into here. So it pulls in for you those biggest leaks, which were your biggest leaks listed here, the things you marked as dissatisfied. And you can take those and put them into your place here. And so, for example, one of your biggest leaks might be your finances here. And so we would look at putting in your finances. And you'd ask yourself, like, okay, what does success actually look like in terms of my finances? Maybe it looks like, 5K recurring monthly in business. Maybe it looks like five figures in savings. Maybe it looks like monthly investing. You might kind of identify like these are things that I would feel successful with. This I would mark as satisfied if these things were happening. And then you can ask yourself, like, okay, what are those action steps? And maybe it looks like consulting a financial advisor and kind of getting some information on what you could be saving or investing. Maybe it looks like, doing some deep bookkeeping in your business and kind of identifying like where could I bring in more income to kind of hit this recurring monthly goal. So you can take these leaks, put them directly in here, and use that kind of as your action plan.